Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Wait, that 380. Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a he's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. On second down, it's White. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Brady now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson, 27 yards. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Brady now to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
81.
Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Ford, don't kill. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. All day.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. 1st down, here's White. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They go right back to White here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 41, Brady will buy some time right. His throw incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they look pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those three quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington. But they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Wentz on third down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 45 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Doug Peterson says, let's go for two here. Throwing his Wentz. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Patriots have it.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people who can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White. 75 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's complete right around the 8. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Wentz again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Again,
they'll throw with Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. On first down, Brady trying to lay one up deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On first down, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Brady, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, as time expires in the first half, and the Patriots have taken the lead. So now with the late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. A final shot before break. Brady is complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check pass, check pass.
Bush.
51, Mike 51. Hey, watch.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
53's the Mike.
Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 3 buzz.
Down the man inside, down the man.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Eagles.
Wentz now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Kill.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So don't say nothing.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Patriots' 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Check it backer, check it backer. Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Check. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Sproles. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. The 20.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna
Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Sproles. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 4 down. I got this.
They run with Pumphrey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Back. 280.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They go with Howard again, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
82, 40.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.